What's up, guys, and welcome to episode 2 of the Chris and Tim podcast. How you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing straight. How you doing?
Doing good. Sorry for the late start, everybody. We had some technical difficulties. That's what happens when you're on episode 2. All right, we're getting things figured out, trying to work them out, but we're here for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's see if people are going to jump in. Doesn't matter. All right, let's hop right into it. News of the week. Matthew Stafford traded to the Los Angeles Rams. Lions send the Rams Matthew Stafford. Rams send Jared Goff, a 2021 third-round pick, 2022 first-round pick, and a 2023 first-round pick.
Yes, sir.
Who won the trade, Chris?
Simple. The Rams won. The Lions lost. Why? The Rams got what they wanted. First of all, what we know the Rams for, they trade away all their first round draft picks. They don't want them, they don't need them, they don't care about them. So whatever draft picks that they had, they didn't care. All they wanted was what's his name? Matthew Stafford. Now, the Lions, you get Jared Goff's contract, 2 first rounders that's not gonna help you out any this year, and a third rounder. I don't even know where that third rounder's laying. So you got a quarterback that you don't even like. You got Dan Campbell saying this is the quarterback we like, and he starts describing the quarterback that they like, that they want, and that the quarterback that he was looking for. And Jared Goff is nothing like it. Well, he says Jared Goff is the future. So that makes no sense to me at all. So
I didn't hear this Dan Campbell thing. What was Dan Campbell saying that his ideal quarterback was?
Basically like a Justin Fields type quarterback. And Jared Goff is nothing like that. Jared Goff is skinny and not really a big arm, nothing like that. So the Lions, terrible trade. Terrible.
Interesting. I don't think either team, I think it's a win for the Rams in the short term. Because short term, you got a better quarterback.
I mean, you can say long term too, depending. I mean, Matthew Stafford can play till he's 40. What's that? He's 33. That's what, 6,
right, but you're going to have to pay
years?
him another contract after 3 years. But really after 2, because the last year on his contract, he's playing for $3 million. Highly doubt that happens. I highly doubt that he's going to play his last year on $3 million. So he's going to have to re-up after 2 years. All right, but the short term, it's great. Right, they're immediate Super Bowl contenders with the rest of their team. They still have Donald, Jalen Ramsey, Sean McVay as his offensive coordinator. They're going to be a fantastic team next year.
They will be.
The Lions, though, obviously it depends on what they do with these first-round picks. I mean, if they go ahead and get a couple of bust first-rounders, then it's not going to, if they, what's his name, Martin Mayhew it in the first round, then it's not going to pan out for him. But they do have a younger quarterback in Jared Goff. Yes, he's an expensive number, but he's actually, now I don't remember, but he's an expensive number for sure. But you have 2 first rounders, and then you do have a third this year.
Yep.
I think in 3 years, this could really pan out if you hit on these firsts. You could really start to build a team around that.
But hit what? I mean, those first going to be late.
The 2 extras are going to be late, but you still have yours. You have your 7th round pick this year.
Oh, okay. And I mean, those are different, yeah. But you might can miss out on this great quarterback class because you wanted to go get Jared Goff. So what you going to do?
Still draft a quarterback?
You still might take a receiver.
There should definitely be an interesting receiver there because Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Waddle aren't going ahead of you. So you could definitely get a receiver.
Kenny Golladay, Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones already said he doesn't want to return back. And Kenny Golladay, they can't pay him. So you may have to go take a receiver. You just might have to.
That's crazy.
Jamar Chase.
Jared Goff a weapon?
I mean, but, oh, man. Yeah, just get him a weapon. Get him a weapon. You're going to have to. I mean, he already got a running back at DeAndre Swift, so that's there. They got a good tight end at T.J. Hawkinson. They just need some receivers now.
They're losing both of their starting receivers. I don't even know who their third receiver was. I don't even remember. They're probably going to take another receiver later in the draft. They may have to take 2 receivers in this draft.
They can get one late.
That's
Definitely.
what I'm saying. Like, yeah, they'll have to, if they take one in the first, I don't think they're going to be done.
Yeah, they probably take one in the fifth, but they're gonna have to get that defense set up because the defense is not that good. They need some safeties. I believe in Jeff Okudah that he'll pan out. I just think Matt Patricia just a terrible guy. He said Darius Slay wasn't a top corner. Darius Slay's a top 10 corner. He's not all world, but he's top 10. But your head coach tell you that you're not a top corner at all. That doesn't bode well for him. And I'm pretty sure a rookie coming in, that doesn't bode well for him. So I think Jeff Okudah would step up, but they still need another corner. I don't think Desmond Trufant is returning. So, I mean, they got a lot of stuff they need to figure out. And with all that, you put Jared Goff in a bad situation, a worse situation. Jared Goff believes this is a perfect situation for him. But I don't see how. With that defense is with the Rams.
Well, he has a coach that wants to bite kneecaps, all right? You want to bite some kneecaps over there with Dan Campbell. What could go wrong?
I don't see it panning out. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't. It definitely is going to depend on what they get with these first-rounders and how they build the rest of their team. But short term, it's easy. The Rams won this trade easily. Because the Lions aren't going to do nothing next year. They're going to be trash next season.
They will be. They definitely will be trash.
But, all right, let's see what you guys are saying. Dominic says the Lions. Hassan says Goff is trash, so I guess he's going with the Rams. He goes, the Lions are so stupid. Kevin Harvick says he only has one weapon over, I guess he means Jared Goff. So, yeah, I guess he's saying the Rams. So we got a little bit of split.
He got some running backs still. He still got AP still there. He still got DeAndre Swift, a young rookie running back.
Kerryon Johnson.
I forgot all about him. But T.J. Hawkinson is a good tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Just need to add some receivers to that.
Fair enough. All right. Dominic just goes from good team to a bad team for sure. All right. So, now we'll go ahead and get into our next topic. We're going ahead and get into our Super Bowl predictions. What do you got? What do you got, Chris? Who's your Super Bowl?
I got the Kansas City Chiefs by 7.
By 7.
37-30, Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes shows Tom Brady who's the real GOAT. With all the odds stacked against him, players out, Tom Brady got the refs on his side. He has all his players available to him, but Patrick Mahomes will prevail.
That's came in my comment section. I think you said plus 14, but I guess you've come down a little bit on that one.
Yeah, I was joking on that one.
He comes in hot in my comment section.
But I think it's gonna be a shootout, and I just think that they just can't stop Patrick Mahomes. They won't have no answer for him. They just won't.
I agree. I think it's going to be less than a touchdown. I do have the Chiefs. My Super Bowl prediction prior to the playoffs was Chiefs versus Bucks, and I picked the Chiefs then. I'm going to go ahead and ride with them. I'll keep the Chiefs. But I definitely see this game going either way. This is going to be a close matchup. We could even have another overtime Super Bowl. Last time these two faced off, that being Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes, we had an overtime game, and it was whoever had the ball last was going to win that football game.
Was it? I thought it was this year and they lost.
No, I'm sorry. I'm talking about the last time they faced in the playoffs. This year,
okay.
Yes, they did play earlier this year, and Chiefs won by 3, 27-24. Tyreek Hill just went absolutely berserk, like 200 and something yards in the first half. It was ridiculous.
Carlton, Trash Davis.
And that's another key point, is that the weakness of the Tampa Bay team as a whole is that secondary. And that's this one huge strength that the Chiefs have. And they're so creative that you can't really make them one-dimensional, right? Like, or even one-dimensional doesn't matter because they have so many different screens, so many different ways to run the ball, so many different ways of, like, reverses. Like, they don't need to run the ball in a traditional way for you to have to respect the quick game. And then they can go deep on you. So that you really can't make this team one-dimensional because also Mahomes will run on you.
I think the key will be Devin White on Travis Kelce. That's going to be a big key because Devin White's not blitzing. You can't have him come blitz. Or Travis Kelce is going to have like 300 yards receiving. You can't have him blitz because Levante David is not fast enough, no quickness, no have the lateral quickness speed to keep up with Travis Kelce. So Devin White's going to be in coverage all day long. So you really now you playing zone. So since you're going to play that zone, guess what? Patrick Mahomes going to pick that apart.
Yeah.
So they're going to really have to do something. They're going to have to do something. You might have to literally, like I say,
and the something, you know what that something is? Outscore them. Because you ain't going to stop them. It's going to be an offensive shootout. Because you ain't going to stop them on defense. It's just not going to happen. You got to somehow run the football. You got to run the football really effectively. And you got to slow the time, slow the game down, make the game shorter, and then score every time you get it. Even a field goal, but it doesn't matter. You got to score every single time you get it. That punter better be bored on the sideline, picking up some turf or something like that. He cannot be active in this game.
Yeah, they're going to have to control time of possession. The Buccaneers got an advantage due to they got the run game, but Chris Jones is playing well, so is Frank Clark, and then Tyrann Mathieu back there. Tom Brady gonna throw some interceptions. Rashad Breeland don't suck. The cornerback they got Snead, he not trash. They playing way better. They got Thornhill back there, so Tom Brady got his work cut out for him. I think though JPP, Vita Vea, Ndamukong Suh, and Shaq Barrett, they've been playing well. Devin White, Lamont David. I just think that Chiefs defense will get the stop before the Buccaneers defense get a stop. I think the Chiefs defense get a stop. And Tom Brady can't throw 3 interceptions against this offense.
Oh, absolutely not.
You throw 3 interceptions, that's 21 points. And automatically. You automatically. There's no room for error. None.
Fair enough. Do you think there's any home field advantage being Tom Brady and the Bucs are the first team to ever host a Super Bowl when they were actually playing?
No. The reason why is I'm hearing that fans is going to be they picking fans from a lottery, but the fans is from all 32 teams. So it's not like Tampa Bay fans, Kansas City fans. It's like they doing like a lottery pick for it. So I don't think neither one of them will have home field advantage.
That's an interesting point. I didn't hear about this lottery system thing. I did not realize that.
The fans is like a lottery.
That makes sense. Because I wonder how much those tickets would be. Good grief.
I think they said it was like 5,000, or maybe that was how many tickets were available. It was something like that.
Oh, it had to be probably how many that are available, because I think on a normal day these tickets are over $10,000. I mean, with the amount of seats in there, I bet this thing is going to be. They might be selling after the lottery. They might be selling online for like $25,000.
Oh, but yeah, well, I don't know who would be on drugs to pay that. That's a steep price to pay.
Oh no! Apparently, Super Bowl is a very corporate atmosphere. It's not like you go to an actual home game during the regular season where you got a lot of Joe Schmoes that have their season tickets and average Joe guys. That apparently the Super Bowl is very, very who's who kind of people, and then also like your average Joe that took out a loan to go get these Super Bowl tickets because his team finally made it, just like I would if the Skins ever made it. So
I don't blame you.
Let's see what you guys are saying. Who do you guys got? I got Dominic says Chiefs 40-27. Kevin says 40-32 Bucks. Hassan says 31-29 Chiefs. So we got a little bit of a mixed bag here. Dominic says the fans are healthcare workers, like 7,500 people.
That'd be hilarious.
Lante says, I can't bet against Tom Brady. He finds a way to win. People look down on him. You know who finds a way to win is freaking Pat Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, skillet biscuits is coming away. You can't bet against Patrick Mahomes, boy, and that arm talent. I'm betting against Tom Brady because I'm sick of saying that when he should have been out of the playoffs. It should be us against the Chiefs right now, not the freaking Buccaneers. But that's a story for another day.
If only. All right. So, Chris, 37-30. I didn't give a score, but I'm going to say it's less. I'm going to say it's something like. I'm going to go high, man. I think it's going to be something like 40-37. I think it's going to be a close game that comes down to the wire.
Could be.
40-37. All right.
Could be.
On to the next one. We have the Miami Dolphins hire co-offensive coordinators. I haven't heard your thoughts on this yet, but just let's go with this real quick. Miami hired George Godsey and Eric Studsville. Both been promoted from within. Eric Studsville has been a running backs coach forever, since 1997 with multiple teams. Godsey has been a quarterbacks coach, a tight ends coach, offensive coordinator, so he's more of the pass game, per se, specialist out of the two. And they are going. It has not been said who is going to be the play caller. Are they going to share it? Are they going to announce one or whatever? We don't know. What are your thoughts on this hire?
Well, first off, these are two no names that I never heard before. That's number one. Number two, why do you have two freaking offensive coordinators for a rookie quarterback that was struggling last year? So now what are you going to do with the guy? Now what do you want him to do? Devontae Parker not healthy. The only other weapon he got is Gesicki. Running back's trash. Now, unless I'm assuming that they'll get a Najee Harris, they'll get a Devontae Smith. So let's say they have all that. Who the heck calling the play? This coach calling one play, and this one calling another play. Where's the balance? So are you going to have a balance between the run game and the pass game? Are you going to be heavy on run? Are you going to be heavy on pass? What the heck are you going to do? And that's a lot of confusion for a rookie quarterback. I think it's a stupid deal. Brian Flores is starting to do dumb stuff now. So I think it's a dumb thing to sign those two guys. Should have signed one, but that's my thoughts on that.
I hear you. I agree. I don't know how this is going to work. I really don't. It's a really weird situation. Apparently, they did both share the play calling duties in this last year's Senior Bowl, or last weekend. So apparently, it went well with the two of them.
Who was Brian? Was Brian Flores on the? He's on the winning team. Okay.
Brian Flores was the coach for the Senior Bowl. I didn't even realize that he was the.
Matt Rule was on the team where they lost, so Brian Flores is the team. But even when you look at those, I mean, that play calling looks suspect. They scored and they won, so I guess.
Was that Kellen Mond? Kellen Mond?
No, that was Matt Rule.
Matt Rule was Kellen Mond.
Okay. Sam Ellinger, Ian Book. That was Brian Flores and his crew.
Well, it was basically they were playing handicap with Ian Book. Okay.
He is terrible.
Yeah, he's not it.
No, I'm not gonna get off topic. Go ahead.
No, it's all good. But yeah, no, this is gonna be weird. I completely agree. Godsey has been an OC before. Maybe he would be more leaning towards the play calling duty, but he is the younger of the two. To my knowledge, Eric Studsville, from what I've gathered, has not been the play caller. He's really just been assistant coach and also a running backs coach. He's never been an offensive coordinator. Doesn't look like he's ever been in a situation where he's the play caller. Maybe he's going to be the run play caller. So I guess if they're in an obvious run situation, he's going to call a run play. But I have no idea. It's very odd. Very, very odd. And when he was a Texans OC, he had some doozies, okay? Doozies at quarterback. You ready for this list of quarterbacks?
Hit me with it.
Brock Osweiler.
Oh, my
Brian
God.
Hoyer. Ryan Mallett.
Ryan Mallett was okay.
TJ Yates.
Hey,
and
TJ.
Brandon Whedon. That was the list of quarterbacks. And he only was an OC for 2 years. That's what they had him deal with.
Brandon Whedon. He was on weed drafting him.
For sure.
Brandon Whedon.
Oh, man.
Who was that for? He was with the Browns?
Whedon was on the Browns, and I think he was also played a little bit for the I think he played for an injured Romo in Dallas.
Yeah, he did. Definitely did.
But Studsville, though, he's been a coach of some good running backs in the past. Tiki Barber, he was a running backs coach for him. Willis McGahee for the Bills. C.J. Anderson and Noshawn Moreno for the Broncos. Kenyon Drake a couple years ago.
Decent.
And then he did a lot with Myles Gaskin, an undrafted free agent last year. He was solid. I liked Myles Gaskin. He got hurt unfortunately, so he didn't finish the season. But he had a lot of. He wasn't special by any means. He didn't look fantastic, but he was just a hard-nosed runner that got a little bit extra yards through tough running. So very interesting. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. The RBs are okay, I guess, and the Dolphins are talking about. Yeah, so I guess when you said that they didn't have a running back and they draft Najee Harris, the chat was not really agreeing. What up, DMV Sports Zone? What's up, Madison? You guys are here now.
Agreeing with what?
That I guess that they think that their halfbacks are okay, their running backs are okay. Hassan says, just hire one OC, you Miami coffins. Good Lord, you stinking Dolphins are full of it. That's funny. Congrats, DMV, while you're here on the Ed Oliver scoop. You got that tomorrow, I guess?
Congratulations.
Yep, that's fun. Have fun with that interview as well. I'm sure you'll have a good conversation. But anyway, Lante says, I think the Dolphins should draft a QB with that third pick. Okay, so you're saying Tua is out the door, or do you keep Tua?
You got to keep Tua trash of our lore. You got to keep Tua trash of our lore. Because I believe Tua is going to live up to be that 5th overall pick. The man just didn't have no weapons. He didn't have teammates that believe in him. And I still don't think those teammates believe in him. But when you bring in former teammates like Devontae Smith, like a Najee Harris, who wants to play with him, then the narrative turns and changes. Then, okay. Then maybe his teammates may, just think differently.
DMC, do you like Mayhew better after today? I actually have not seen that interview yet. I know you saw the interview, but you were happy with that interview, right, Chris?
No, I wasn't. They didn't even sound confident in what they were doing, and their actions don't display like what they're saying or what they're trying to put out. Yeah, we think we got a chance. We're not there yet. Like, bruh, neither one. No, I can't stand neither one of them right now. It's a stupid daggone front office.
Fair enough. Well, back to the Dolphins real quick, and before we move on is, my thoughts on Tua is usually you do want some continuity for the young quarterback, a second-year quarterback, which is actually not a bad thing why they promoted these two guys, because he does have some experience with both of these guys. They were already on the staff, and they were just both promoted. But the one weird thing is going to be when it's, it's one thing to co-play call in a Senior Bowl where things don't really matter. But when you have 2 minutes left in a ball game, down by 3 or whatever, who is going to be your guy that Tua is going to be relying on in that situation as a second-year player? I have no idea. But
it'll be fun to see.
All right, so that is the Dolphins one. On to the next one is Kirk Cousins rumored that the 49ers are interested in good old Captain Kirk. I see that you're about to do the salute.
Captain Kirk. Kirk Cousins, the money man himself. This is the Vikings for me. This is my thoughts on this.
Okay.
If I'm the Vikings, I don't hesitate to get rid of him. I don't care what you give me. Give me your first-round pick, 12th pick overall. Give me that. Because essentially what I want to do is get out of that contract. You're not going to have another chance after this.
$45 million next year.
You're not going to have another chance.
$45 million.
You got Justin Jefferson, got Adam Thielen, got Dalvin Cook. That 12th pick can possibly Trey Lance with all those weapons. You move on, you get a rookie quarterback on a rookie deal. You can start clearing that cap space up and start building for the future.
You would also have the 14th pick right after. So you'd have the 12th and 14th.
Even that. And you can keep building after. You might can find get Trayvon Moyrig and replace Harrison Smith, because Harrison Smith ain't got that much time left.
Yeah, he's on the last year of his deal, I believe.
The 49ers, on the other hand, if they want Kirk Cousins, I don't mind them getting him, because I think Kirk Cousins with the Kevin Bourne, Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, Tevin Coleman, George Kittle, and Raheem Mostert, I think he'll be fine. You're only asking Kirk Cousins to make the throw that Jimmy Garoppolo couldn't, and he can do that. That's all you asking him to do with that defense. So I think it's a win-win for both sides. But if I'm the Vikings, you can have him. You can have him. Because that contract won't be on ours no more. They need to get on that pronto. They should be finalizing the deal right now.
Right. Now, what happens with Jimmy G?
Trade him back to New England.
All right, but at the same now, like, do you kill his trade value when you go after Kirk, or do you have to try to get it in some sort of three-way deal? Because like now that you went and got Kirk, everybody knows you're offloading. They actually might not even trade you. They may say you're gonna have to cut him because you can't afford to pay him.
Well, I think if New England doesn't, I think if they don't try to like offer Jimmy G, I think you offer Jimmy Garoppolo back so you can get one of those picks that you gave away to the Vikings to New England. That's what I think they should try to do. But if you go out and get Kirk Cousins and nobody wants Jimmy Garoppolo, then you just
But Jimmy
offload
G's
him.
not gonna get you a first rounder.
Maybe he get you a second and a third.
I mean, he was only a second back in the day. Now he's older. He hasn't looked very good. He's injury prone. Like, he was a second when he was like supposed to be the second coming of Tom Brady.
You will be correct if it was any other team. But the fact that it's New England, that's different. Bill Belichick probably still want him. He really didn't want to let him go.
Right, he wanted to let Tom go.
Robert Kraft forced him to let Jimmy G go.
Right, so now is Robert Kraft going to trade draft capital to go get him back, though? I mean, he's the owner. He gets final say.
He just might have to if nobody wants to come there. You're not going to re-sign Cam Newton. So if you're not going to draft the quarterback, go get Jimmy Garoppolo. Or, like you said, cut him. You ask the quarterback. Oh, well.
Right. I don't know if they could cut him due to cap. I don't know. But the point is like, you have killed your cap situation trading for Kirk without having already handled the Jimmy G situation. Now, also, what's going to put a big kink in this, which is why I don't believe it's going to happen. I think this rumor will stay a rumor and it will never happen. Is Vikings insiders are saying that the Vikings are not desperate to trade Kirk. So a first-round pick for Kirk is not going to get it done.
They should be. What is wrong with them? They never can get over the hump. You can't. Let Kirk go. Get out of that contract or you stunting your team's growth. You can't do much right now anyway because of Kirk. So why are you not desperate? If I can get a first-round pick and get a Trey Lance with Dalvin and Cook and how that run game would be, you got Justin Jefferson. You still got a veteran Kyle Rudolph. You still got Adam Thielen. And you probably get another weapon. Why not just offload Kirk? You're not going nowhere with him.
So do you take Jimmy? Because Trey Lance might not be there.
If I can restructure Jimmy for make him take a huge pay cut, that's the only way I'm taking it. Otherwise, screw it. No.
Yeah, I think he's a $26 million cap hit this year, $27 million next year. Do you keep that instead of Kirk and think you can get a similar thing out of Kirk and then you also get a first-round pick?
Yeah. Ain't nobody else going to trade for Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you got to look at it that way too.
Well, as I said, they're not desperate. They're looking for a good deal. So they probably would want first plus, like first, Jimmy, and more.
I just asked for a first, a third, and a fifth.
First, third, fifth?
That's
Jimmy
it.
or no Jimmy?
No Jimmy.
Well, who's your quarterback going to be?
I'm going to draft one.
So if Trey Lance ain't there, you're going to go for what, Trask or Newman or something?
Why not? I'm not.
Well, I know you love Newman, but I don't know. It's interesting. Well, I mean, now you're like relying heavy on him because who's going to be your veteran presence at all? I don't know. Let's see what you guys are saying. All right. X-Man agrees. Put Jimmy back in New England. He's a Patriots fan, so he likes that one. San says, I know the 49ers need a QB, but come on, you could do better than kissing Cousins. I'm surprised I just read that out loud. Just find you a QB and to fit your offense and not stink it up, excuse me. Lante says they have to get it done in a three-way deal. That's what I'm thinking. Like, they're not going to trade it without knowing what this stance is on Jimmy G, because I don't even know if you can cut him. Asan says Jimmy G is worth a fourth, maybe a fifth. Yeah, I don't know. Mark Kern says Derek Carr is the best fit in New England, and that is an awesome segue into what I'm calling the biggest trade of all time. I made a video on it. I'm sure all of you are excited to chat it up there. What do you guys think of the biggest trade of all time? And Chris, Floor is yours. What do you think about? Actually,
I
you know what? Let
got
me
a
just say
video
my
on
trade.
that.
Hold on. Let me just tell you my trade actually first. Okay, here's the trade. Washington sends 2 firsts. Okay, for Derek Carr and 2 seconds. Houston sends Deshaun Watson and then receives 4 firsts, which is Washington's 2021 and 2022 picks, Vegas's 2021 and 2022 picks, and then the Raiders send Derek Carr 2 firsts and 2 seconds for Deshaun Watson. All right, floor is yours.
First off, when I look at this trade, let's start with the Texans and the Raiders. Deshaun Watson has to actually accept going to Oakland. If he don't, the trade won't happen. Here's why Deshaun Watson won't go to Oakland. Who do you have there for him? And guess what?
Darren Waller, Henry Ruggs, Josh Jacobs.
Hold on. Those draft picks, they're just not going to take those draft picks. They're going to want players back.
4 first rounders. You'll have 5 first-round picks in the next 2 years.
They're going to want players back.
You're going to be able to rebuild your entire team with 5 picks in the first round of the next 2 drafts.
You bring him there. What do they have on defense?
Raiders?
Yeah.
They're going to have to fill it out with the rest of their picks.
They don't have crap. One of the worst defenses in the league. Who you got? And Henry Ruggs that only can run 2 routes. Nelson Aguilar's a free agent. Now you just brought in another quarterback whose cap hit is bigger than Derek Carr's. And you got Josh Jacobs that you got to
Not this year, though.
Darren Waller is getting older.
Nobody
thinks about that.
How old is he?
Why would he say, you know what, let me go to Oakland? Not to mention, John Gruden's harder than his quarterbacks. Why would Deshaun Watson pick there?
John Gruden, what?
He's hard on his quarterback. That's why I call Derek Carr a sucker. But I'm going to get to him in just a second. But Deshaun Watson just wouldn't pick the Raiders over everybody else that he can go to, especially not the Dolphins. Now for the Texans end of the deal, if I'm looking at them 4 first rounders, the heck I'm going to do with that? Am I really going to pick right? If I'm the Texans, I want either Darren Waller and Josh Jacobs or Darren Waller and John Abram. That's what I'm asking for to make that trade. Now, us, and this is why I'm going to come back to you. What in the world, why in the world am I giving, who am I giving 2 firsts to? You giving 2 firsts to the Texans?
Yeah.
Why am I giving 2 firsts for Derek Carr? I'm basically still giving up 2 firsts. Why?
Because I'm also getting 2 seconds back. So I'm not losing any picks. I'm just moving back. So I still have the same amount of picks. I'm just moving back into the second.
That's a terrible deal. That's terrible. What do you see in Derek Carr? That's what I want to know.
What do I see in Derek Carr?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a solid quarterback, but he has 4,100 yards, 27 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 101 QBR. I've seen some games where he's throwing big throws on 3rd down. He beat Kansas City. He was the only team to beat Kansas City this year. Threw some big throws there. He's got a solid arm. He's got a little bit of mobility. He's not a statue. He's not a mobile quarterback by any means. You know, he's not Russell Wilson or nothing, but he's not a statue. I've seen him run for 3rd and 10s, get first downs. There's a lot of stuff in there, and he's only $20 million.
Now, you and every other Redskins fan say something. He's better than any other quarterback we have on what?
Our roster.
This roster, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you trade for Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
But he's better than any other quarterback we have on our roster.
But he's not good enough.
So he's not good enough. Neither is Derek Carr. What has Derek Carr won since he's been on the Raiders?
What has he won since he's been on the Raiders? What kind of team has he had around him? What has Deshaun Watson won? A playoff game?
The talent is different. We know what Deshaun is. Derek Carr didn't.
Derek Carr's not Deshaun, don't get me wrong. That's why I'm not trading picks per se. I'm just moving back.
Derek Carr would be a terrible deal.
So you wouldn't take 4,100 yards, 27 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and 101 QBR?
You can, dude.
With this defense,
I don't care what you do in the regular season. He will choke when it matters most. He's not that guy that you want to go to war with. He's not that guy where you put all the pressure on him and say, "Go make this throw," and he's going to make it. He's not that guy. He will not.
I've seen him make
that.
some big throws. I've seen him make.
He
he was dueling with Kansas City the second game. It's just Kansas City had the ball last.
That's a regular season game.
Has he even played in a playoff game?
Probably not.
Have the Raiders made the playoffs? Is James here? Let me know if the Raiders have made the playoffs. I don't even know if he's played in the playoffs.
He don't even want Derek Carr. He's a Raiders fan. His own head coach, John Gruden, don't want him.
Okay, what's your point?
Why do we?
Why do we?
That's a reach at quarterback. Derek Carr's not good enough. I don't care what his stats say. I watched Derek Carr. One, he tore his ACL. Tore his growing. Are you just magically not looking at that after all our core half?
He played all 16 games last year.
And did what with those 16 games?
I just said what he did.
He didn't win.
He went 8-8.
So you put up all those immaculate numbers and you lost.
Okay, Deshaun Watson put all those immaculate numbers up and he lost.
No. And then let me get you on this one.
4,800 yards for what? You loser.
In the beginning of the season, everybody was, the Raiders might all these teams take out the Chiefs. The Raiders. And look what the Raiders did. And who was the quarterback leading that charge?
Who was the quarterback leading the charge where they flopped at the end of the year? As you said, they had no defense.
They was flying high. Everybody was choosing them in the playoffs.
They were 6-3.
Everybody 6-3. So how do you go from 6-3 to 8-8 with that quarterback at the rim?
Because your defense is trash. How do you go 4-12 with Deshaun Watson at the helm?
It's just your quarterback. That's what it is. I mean, it's just your defense. That's what it is. You're 6-3.
Yeah.
And you go 8-8.
I mean, his stats are solid. I don't know what he ended up with at the end of the year. I didn't break it down throughout the year. That's fine.
Problem. Everybody look at the stats. Look what Derek Carr did. Derek Carr went 8-8.
So we would not be better than 7-9 right now with Derek Carr.
We would be better than 7-9. My point is, we're not going anywhere with him. We'll be mediocre for 5 to 10 years, and it's not going to put us over the top. He doesn't have the it factor. That's why I will equate his career would be just like Phillip Rivers. Good in the regular season. Once you get to the playoffs, he's not doing anything for you. Phillip Rivers had better teams than we got right now.
But the thing is if we trade for Derek Carr, I could still draft Jamie Newman in the 3rd.
That'd be a waste of a draft pick.
No, because I have all the same amount of draft picks. I just don't have a 1st, but I have 2 seconds now. I have 2 thirds, a 4th, 5th, no 6th, and 2 7ths.
But you gave away 2 first rounders for a guy that's not going to get you over the top, even if it is 2 seconds. You said it yourself. Look at the guy that we just scouted or whatever he is, and look at the players that you say he drafted and all that. Do you really have faith in his front office that they will draft well?
Well, I mean, if they don't draft well, then we're screwed no matter who we could get Deshaun Watson. If we don't draft well, we ain't doing nothing. So, I mean, I can't look at what the potential draft picks can have.
I can look at
here.
Because if we had Deshaun Watson, mine is giving up players for a Super Bowl team because we have cap space to go out and get free agents.
With who?
It's a difference.
Who's at QB?
What you mean who's at QB?
Who's at QB?
You just said Deshaun Watson.
For who?
That's totally different. I
With
said
us?
if Deshaun Watson came here, minus the players that we have to give up, that's a Super Bowl team.
Oh, if we just got Deshaun Watson,
you don't even have to draft. All you gotta do is go into free agency and sign well.
Okay.
With Derek Carr, you gotta draft. Now we gotta hope and pray that these people that's in the front office take a risk, knowing that they might not draft well.
Who are we gonna get?
Who
are we gonna get that's better than Derek Carr?
It's a lot of players I can get. I can get freaking a rookie that's better than Derek Carr.
No, definitely not next year. No way. Okay. I mean, obviously, I think Trevor Lawrence has a chance to be better, or Zach Wilson has a chance, but we're not getting him.
Would you rather have Justin Fields or Derek Carr?
We're not getting Justin Fields with 19.
Would you rather have Justin Fields or Derek Carr?
Justin Fields.
Okay, that's my point.
We're not getting him. What's your point?
You don't know that.
We have to trade a lot. He ain't falling to 19. There's
They
way too
are
many
willing to
quarterback
trade
or
him.
teams that need
Are you
quarterbacks.
willing to trade for Justin Fields or Derek Carr?
What's the deal for Justin Fields? That's our next topic right there.
Are you
Justin
willing?
Fields trade up. What am I trading away? If I'm trading 2 seconds away, then I'm getting freaking Justin Fields. Yes. If I trade my or not my 2 seconds. Sorry, if I trade a first and I get my 2 firsts and I get Justin Fields in 2 seconds, then I'm taking Justin Fields.
Carr?
What?
2 firsts for Derek Carr?
And 2 seconds.
So you trading away 2 seconds as well?
No. I'm getting back 2 seconds.
Those.
I'm basically just moving back in the draft. That's what I'm doing.
That's a terrible. At the end of the day, it's a terrible deal for Derek Carr to me.
For the terrible deal for us?
Yeah.
I don't think so, because we could still have enough draft picks to build around him. He's not a huge cap hit that destroys us. He's only 21 mil.
Building around a guy that will not get. It'll be a Jared Goff situation. It would literally be the Jared Goff situation.
No, Jared Goff is 35 mil. That's a $15 million difference.
I'm talking about in terms of talent and what they can do to get the job.
Also, we're way better than freaking. We're way better than the Lions.
No, I'm saying Jared Goff with the Rams. It would be just like that. We wouldn't go anywhere.
They went to a Super Bowl
and lost.
Okay, and lost. But they went to a Super Bowl.
Was it because of Jared Goff?
Please,
yes or no?
sign me up for the freaking Rams situation. 4 winning seasons in a row. Super Bowl appearance. Playoffs 3 out of 4 years. Sign me up. Washington has been garbage for 2.5 decades. Sign me up for 4 winning seasons in a row.
So you want a Jared Goff
Super Bowl
situation.
appearance and 3 playoff appearances.
Was Jared Goff the one that got into the Super Bowl? Yes or no?
Was Jared Goff the one that got them to the Super Bowl?
Yes or no?
No, it was the whole team. And Jared Goff, he played well until the Super Bowl, but it's fine.
Who gets the credit? How much credit do Jared Goff get?
5% maybe.
But there we go. There we go. You can't win a championship with that stupid guy at the realm. Derek, he's a punk. I'm telling you, he's a punk. He's a punk. He's a sucker. He's a suck-up. He's the coach's pet. And I don't want players are not going to galvanize. You know why why I like Heineke so much? Because no matter what happened, he always put his body in line. He went out there and he balled out. Gutsy performance. The team liked him. Derek Carr gonna cry like a little girl. No, bro. No, that's terrible. My honest opinion, I think that those rumors are simply based off the simple fact that let's just show people that we're trying to do something.
So,
because
all right.
There's no way they're making a 3-way trade.
All right. Let's see here. Tim, don't you dare say Rams deserve the bowl appearance. The bad call should have not allowed the Rams go.
That's a good point, Dominic Montano. The Rams did cheat, and they got in there.
You got to get lucky a little bit to get to the Super Bowl. You got to get lucky a little bit to get to the Super Bowl. That's fine. But you got to be good to get lucky.
Okay, Lonte, RG3, it was different. He put his body on the line, but he also was arrogant, and the teammates didn't like him because of his arrogance.
No, Tim.
And you said what?
Spoiled said no, Tim. I don't know what he was talking about. Go ahead. What are you saying, though?
I was just responding to Lonte.
Expert JK say Raiders management selected Clelin Ferrell with the 4th pick. They would have won the Super Bowl 51 if he was healthy in 2016. I don't know who he's referring to. Hassan says Derek Carr is not a bad QB. Somebody said they agree with Chris. Dominic Montano, you're banned from the chat now.
Derek Carr is not a bad quarterback. He's just not a quarterback to put you over the top.
Madison says true. If y'all don't draft good, it's over before it begins. Exactly. It doesn't matter what we do if we don't draft well. DRG, will Carr take us to the bowl, though?
No.
Okay, if we get Derek Carr, All right. With the second round pick, we get a potential Jabril Cox who may fall, or a Traven Moring that may fall as a safety. We get Dylan Moses. We get Deontay Brown. We get Caden Stearns. We get Dez Fitzpatrick. We sign a couple of free agents. We get Brandon Sheriff back. We sign a linebacker from somewhere. We definitely could go to the bowl.
Nobody would fear us. Nobody would fear us. Because they would look at that quarterback and say, really? That's your quarterback. No one fears Derek Carr.
When you look at our D-line.
When you look at Patrick Mahomes, this is what you're going to say. We need to be on our hands and feet.
Yes, he's no Pat Mahomes. He's not Pat Mahomes.
When you see Tom Brady, I hate Tom Brady.
But tell me again how we get Pat Mahomes.
I'm not saying Pat Mahomes. I'm saying the way.
Or anybody like him.
I'm saying the way players view him. No one's afraid of Derek Carr. And they're going to wait for him to make a mistake, which he will, and that's going to cost us big. And I'm going to be sitting right here saying, I told you so. And now look how stupid all the fans going to be looking. Everybody can be like, get Derek Carr out of here. Nope. Stick with Derek Carr. Stick with him.
As opposed to who? Who is the other person? Who is the replacement? Who's the other guy?
Told you. I would rather, if I can't get Dak, I'm going to draft me a quarterback. And I'd rather stick with Heineke and draft Jamie Newman, have over quarterback.
I love Heineke. Don't get me wrong. I love Heineke. My problem is there's a 1 game and a quarter that we saw from him. And he got hurt.
You're using my
1 game and a quarter, and he got hurt.
To combat that, he actually outdueled Tom Brady. Would Derek Carr outdo Tom Brady?
He outdueled Pat Mahomes, the GOAT.
In a playoff game. In a playoff game, do you see freaking Derek Carr getting out of any of the things Taylor Heineke got out of? I'll wait.
He probably is not. He's not as mobile. Not probably. He's not as mobile as Tyler Heineke.
We would have got smoked if he was in there at quarterback. We would have got blown out. Clear. It wouldn't even be close. He diving from the 4-yard line.
He's throwing it.
Beating a linebacker.
He's finding Terry McLaurin. And he doesn't throw a million mile an hour like you were complaining about Matt Stafford. He throws a pretty ball.
He's
things
a good
floats right in the breadbasket. Just comes in.
Good quarterback. Gonna win you some games.
So easy.
But always going to lose in the playoffs.
You can't drop his passes. They're just so...
Derek Carr is a no-go. There's no way in the world.
Obviously not my first choice, but it would be an interesting trade.
We're screwed if it were to happen.
Say what?
Yeah, we're screwed if that was to happen.
I know. Drama, of course. We're going 0-17. But
I didn't say we go 0-17. I said we'll win games, but once we get to the playoffs...
In my comment section, you said 0-17.
Yeah, because I don't like him. Because I know what he is. I watch players. I break them down. I know what he is.
He's a solid quarterback.
Okay. Phillip Rivers, win you some games. We make it to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. And you act like you really wouldn't take a Phillip Rivers at 29.
No, I wouldn't.
Derek Carr's 29.
They're not going to get me over the top. Phillip Rivers didn't make it to the Super Bowl. Derek Carr is not better than Phillip Rivers.
I know, but we're going to have an entire team around it. We're not losing any picks.
Oh, my God.
Who's better, Joe Flacco or freaking...
You want to know what's crazy?
Who's better, Joe Flacco or Phillip Rivers?
In the playoffs, Joe Flacco.
Who's better, Nick Foles or Phillip Rivers?
In the playoffs, freaking Nick Foles. You talking about regular
season? Who's better, Rex Grossman or freaking Phillip Rivers?
I'll take Phillip.
Yeah, okay. Well, one of those two has been to a Super Bowl.
Rex Grossman. How many years ago was that?
Doesn't matter. He went to a Super Bowl. Who's better, Trent Dilfer or Phillip Rivers?
Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer to me.
Who's better, Matt Ryan or Phillip Rivers?
I might go Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan's been to a Super Bowl. He has an MVP. Phillip Rivers doesn't. Has better playoff games than Phillip Rivers. Matt Ryan.
So we're gonna pretend like just Julio Jones is just not a thing.
You act like that man didn't have Antonio Gates, LaDainian Tomlinson. Are we just gonna just forget about that?
But we're talking about weapons through the air. Antonio Gates amazing, but he ain't no Julio. Who's a better weapon, Julio or Antonio Gates?
He had a defense with Quentin Jammer. Like, what?
And they went 14-2 and almost went to the freaking Super Bowl, but he got hurt in the freaking AFC Championship game. They went 14-2 that year and freaking lost in the AFC Championship game.
I can't believe you're making a case for Derek Carr.
I'm making a case for Derek Carr because I'm not losing any picks. I'm just moving back a few spaces,
and
I get a quarterback.
We're screwed if we get Derek Carr. And you heard it here first.
Vincent Jackson, DRG, you did not say Vincent Jackson. We're comparing Vincent Jackson to Julio Jones.
Vincent Jackson was a beast in his day. Are you crazy?
Julio? We're going to act like these two are on the similar pedestal.
Who name anybody else other than Julio on that team?
Calvin Ridley.
When they went to the Super Bowl.
Freaking Austin Hooper. They had who's the running back of that year? Was that? Did they have Freeman? Who?
Probably.
I don't know. Remember he had freaking Turner. What's his name? Michael Turner. Michael the Burner Turner.
I also
your historic
think
team players
Phillip
need
Rivers
some
had
work.
him too. By the way, I think Phillip Rivers had him too. But
well, I said Ridley before I realized that he was talking about the Super Bowl team. Because he went to Super Bowl, 2018?
Derek Carr here would be a disaster. And
he did have Ridley that year, didn't he?
No, I don't think he had Calvin Ridley.
I'm pretty sure Ridley was on that team. When did Matt Ryan go to the Super Bowl?
Calvin Ridley. Drafted.
Maybe it's farther back than I remember. Hold on. It's 2017. When was Calvin Ridley drafted? How'd they get him then? Because he was a top 10 pick. So I guess they got him in what, 2018?
In 2018.
Is it 2019?
2018.
They got him in 2018?
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't a top 10 pick. He was a 26th overall pick. Why did I think he was a top 10 pick?
And I'd rather have Jameis Winston than Derek Carr.
Also, Matt Ryan is not better than Phillip Rivers.
Okay. No, I would take Matt Ryan. The man got an MVP, and he's good in the playoffs. Can't take that away from him.
No, he's great in the playoffs. Yeah,
sure. If you want to talk about regular season, okay, I still can't give it to you because Matt Ryan won MVP.
All right. Anyway, it's an interesting trade nonetheless. It looks like most people agree with Chris, which you're all banned. And it's fine. No, I'm just kidding. Jameis should be banned from Jameis should be banned from FedEx Field.
Don't be surprised if you hear Washington football team. Let's take a look at Jameis Winston. Don't be surprised.
Madison agrees that Phillip Rivers is better, but I don't know. Oh no, wait. I don't know if she said if Phillip Rivers is better, but she said that. I think that was in response when I said that you wouldn't take a 29-year-old Phillip, and you said no, which is nuts. They just went way off topic. Yeah, we did. We went on a little tangent. Chris was right about Stafford. So, right about what? What was he right about?
I was right about. I told y'all he wasn't coming here. We wasn't a likely destination.
I said he was most likely not coming here.
No, you didn't. You said we're the most likely land.
Yeah, but that's still like a freaking 8. Oh, wait, who's most likely to get the number 1 pick in the NBA draft?
You mean NFL draft?
No, the NBA draft.
The team that sucks.
Exactly, but guess what? They're only a freaking 12% chance to get it. So even if we're the most likely chance, we're probably a 15, 20% chance at best. So yeah, and I even told you before the trade happened that I said, if you give me the option between Washington and the field, I'm taking the field. But you said freaking San Francisco, and you said the Colts. You never said the Rams.
I said the Rams, and I also put it in the chat, and I tagged you, and I tagged myself, and every time I said the Rams, if you looked at it, I can go back and
Thank
do
you,
it
Madison.
again if you like.
You agreed with the right person. But anyway. Okay. All right. Now we'll go ahead and Chris made a video about this one. That was a fun debate. I won. No, I'm just kidding. Justin Fields, do the Skins trade up? Is this something that they're going to be eyeing? All right. And you made a video on it. I'm not going to lie. I was not able to catch that one. So I did not know your arguments for this one or what you said, what the offers were or anything like that. So go ahead and give me a rundown of what you think on that one.
I think that's exactly what Ron Rivera is going to do. Because to me, he wants a mobile quarterback. And I think they're willing to trade up to go get Justin Fields. They say they like the guy. He has a great character. What does Ron Rivera like? A guy with great character. No ego. Talent through the roof. Mobile. And also what Ron Rivera said.
He was much faster than I thought he was. Apparently, we found out he ran, what, like almost a 4.4 or sub 4.4 maybe?
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Ron Rivera said he doesn't want to mortgage the future. He's not going to make any. He's going to pick the right person at the right time. He's not rushing anything. So that showed me that Ron Rivera is not in desperation. That shows me the front office is. So with Justin Fields, take Justin Fields. He's a beast. This is my thing. Could you imagine Justin Fields here in Washington with Antonio Gibson, with Terry McLaurin, with that defense? Do you know the buzz that this city would get if Justin Fields walked through that door? It would be like RG3, basically, but probably better. If Justin Fields walked through that door.
It would not be better than RG3, but...
It would be better than RG3 because he would probably have more success than RG3.
Well, okay, I mean, if he wins the Super Bowl, people are going to be much more elated about that. But when RG3 was drafted, we had the second coming, okay? We had the best pick
we liked
ever.
We loved RG3.
RG3 was fantastic. Talk about high character. Military family, supposed to come from good background, like good hard worker, built like a Greek god. Everything about RG3 was fantastic.
No. I wouldn't say built. He was definitely not built.
Well, he was built he was made of glass, we found out, but the dude was chiseled.
No way, no how.
You can go back and look at it. I don't care. He was freaking fit. Nonetheless, he was made of glass. All right, it was a freaking glass statue. All right, but okay. So somebody already in there says, Paul Reimel says, no, Justin is another trash cans. Absolutely not. They're two completely different quarterbacks, okay? Literally, Dwayne Haskins was the type of dude that ran a 5.04 and was like, yeah, I got a hammy problem. I may have ran a little faster if I didn't have a little hammy problem. No, Justin Fields is like a legit 4.4 speed, okay? He might even be sub 4.4, but he's legit 4.4 speed. This dude is much more mobile. He's got a cannon. Dwayne Haskins had a cannon. I'll give you that. But he's also got some guts and grit. Dude, when he came back in that freaking playoff game, it was amazing. So, two different quarterbacks. Would I love Justin Fields here? Absolutely. Would I take him over Derek Carr? In a heartbeat. No question. But here is the question. I don't know which order I want to put these in. I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way first. How far would you be willing to move up to go get him? And secondly, how much would it take? So because he might go top 3. Are you trading all the way to the top 3?
No shot.
No shot he goes top 3?
No shot.
What about top 5?
Who has the top 5 picks?
It's Jacksonville.
No.
Jets.
No.
Miami.
No.
And Falcons. And Bengals.
No. He doesn't go top 5.
Okay. Is he going top 7 then? No, top 8. To the Panthers.
I'm going to say for sure. Because I think the Panthers would rather take Fields before Lance. But my thing is, even if they take Fields, still can get Trey Lance. But that Detroit Lions 7th overall pick opens up now.
So you would trade all the way to the 7th.
I would trade to the 7th.
7th overall pick. Okay, I have a draft chart value here. All right. 7th pick is worth $1,500. The 19th pick is worth $875. So we have to find a way to get, what is that? 625 quote unquote value to move all the way up to 7. So what are we trading to get to the 7th overall?
Man, Ioannidis is definitely one guy that's already on the trading table. I'm starting with him. I'm starting with my own first round pick. And I'm starting with our second round pick. Now I'm looking for the future picks. I'll probably give you another first.
So our second round pick is
our first and second.
51.
You know what?
And
I'll say
390. Hold on. We're looking at 400, so 1275. So a first, second, and Matt Ioannidis, if this value chart is correct, might get it done.
And
Just
I'm throwing another first next year.
I'm not throwing 2 firsts.
Because,
I'm not throwing 2 firsts and a second? No, just not.
They need a pass rusher, and I think Matt Iron. They already got Sean Deion Hamilton. That was stupid. But I that's what I would do. I would do that.
So if he's available at 7, that's where you trade up. Now, okay, up. Jets decide to move on from Sam. They take Zach Wilson, and now you have Atlanta there. And you have the Dolphins, who may want to move on from Tua.
We're not moving on from Tua.
All right. So now you have to trade all the way up, or you may even have to trade to the Dolphins pick just to get above Atlanta.
One way or the other, one of those quarterbacks are falling. Whether it's Justin Fields or Trey Lance. And if Atlanta doesn't take Zach Wilson, he falls to the 7th.
Right. So but they should be drafting for a quarterback of the future, right?
They want to keep Matt Ryan. So who knows with them? They may trade back.
Just try to get a Matt for first, second, and Matt.
I think you got to throw in another pick.
Not throwing in 2 firsts.
I would throw in 2 firsts.
It's not worth it.
That is worth it.
No, I'm saying, like, according to this value chart, that's too much.
Oh, heck no, that's not too much.
Yeah, I mean, even if we won the Super Bowl, that's $875 plus $590. That's $600. That's $1,475. That's 2 firsts would be enough. We don't even need to throw second and Matt.
And I put, well, if 2 firsts can get it done, I would do it.
But so 2 firsts. We don't have a first round pick next year, and we get Justin Fields. Interesting. I like it. I think I would do just 2 firsts.
I think you just throw Matt in there to sweeten it, because one of them gonna have to go and more settle, unless you want to throw in settle.
Then I'm throwing settle. But I'd rather just keep him and just get rid of 2 firsts.
They might want something on defense.
And I'm trading a first and Matt. And then maybe like a 4th.
I'll trade a 3rd because we got 2 thirds.
I want those 3rds. I want to build my team with those.
I want the 3rds too, but I give the next year's 3rd then.
Maybe.
If that's the case.
If we can get him at 7, and we don't trade too much, I may do it.
And I think that's what Ron is looking to go do.
That could be interesting.
But, like I say, Dak is the first person I'm trying to get away from first before I do anything.
If I can do first, if I can do the 2 firsts, I probably want Justin Fields over Dak. Because then I don't have to have the huge cap hit.
You know what? You are very, 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 very right. You are very right. Because I think one way or the other, if they don't make something happen in the offseason by the draft, you can best believe we moving up. We're taking a quarterback. That's imminent.
If we don't sign somebody, yeah.
That's imminent. We're moving up. Because you're making all these trades for these quarterbacks. What the heck you going? I mean, whatever you add trading for whoever that, give it to the freaking Lions. Shoot.
Bob Esther says Justin Fields makes me hype up. Son says, yeah, I would want Fields, but it's unlikely. I don't know. If we could get it, if we can get up to the 7th pick, looking at the value chart,
it's a lot of teams that are not high on Justin Fields.
2 firsts should get it done.
They even had Justin Fields.
You know what? Let's just see. Have we ever had somebody trade like in this relatively like somewhere in this range? I wonder what the comp is, but no. Now who was right? For the record, I was the first guy to say Dak is a possibility, but
I never heard you say that before you. If I did, I'll definitely acknowledge it. I've never heard you say that.
I don't know. I've been saying Dak for a couple of weeks now. I think like 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half. I don't know. Time runs fast. Okay. All right, I would do that. I would trade 2 first. I'm not trading the mortgage for Justin Fields. All right. So, what time is it? 9:15. We're a little over an hour. You want to quickly go over how ridiculous, speaking of crazy trades, that PFF trade proposal?
Oh my gosh.
When I first saw the picture, we
gotta get your reaction.
I thought it said Chase and our first 3 picks, like our first, second, and third.
No.
And I wasn't quite as like hyped up at that. I'm like, man. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I wasn't like mad about it. But then somebody in the chat put Chase in 3 firsts, no chance, or whatever, something like that. Then I realized, wait a minute, hold on, what did that just say? And I saw the Chase Young and 3 first-round picks.
That's 4 first-rounders right there.
That's 6 first-rounders. Are you kidding? Like we would trade Chase right now for 3 first-rounders. That's equivalent of 6 first-round picks. And then, as you said in your video, and they had the audacity to ask who wins the trade.
We lose badly.
But go ahead.
Badly. No way, no how, no shot. Worst trade in NFL history. First off, what is people obsessed? First off, let me do this. Deshaun Watson and Chase Young are equal. They're literally equal. The 2 most important positions is the pass rushing position and the quarterback position. Why would you give up Chase Young? Now, guess what? I'm a double team Montez Sweat. Now your D-line is neutralized. We're like, oh, what about Jonathan Allen? What about look what happened to the Pittsburgh Steelers once Bud Dupree went out. TJ Watt, double team him, everybody starts scoring on him. Am I wrong? And we don't have no linebackers. Devin Bush got hurt. They didn't have no linebackers. They got punished. Our defense would suck without Chase Young. Because you can't double team Chase Young and Montez at the same time. You only can double team one of them. And that opens up the guys for Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne to come through the middle, and Montez Sweat, James Smith-Williams, all the other guys. That would be so stupid just to get a quarterback and your defense is going to suck.
Yeah, that would be absolutely
no chance.
Absolutely insane.
No chance.
Alrighty. Okay, well, that is the list I had. We did have the breaking news. I did make a video on it. If you guys were able to check it out, of the new player personnel guy. Chris, you haven't had a chance to look at it?
I did not look at it yet.
Okay. Well, look into the hire anyway, not necessarily my video.
I'll look into both.
All right, cool. So we'll save that then for next time. Get your thoughts on that. But yeah, you can go watch my video to check that one out. And I think that is going to be episode 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Probably gonna end this. Actually, you know what? I can just stop the recording. Bang. And then I can start the recording, so I can send that one to you now. But all right, you guys, what do you guys got? What are you guys doing in the chat? How you guys doing? We got 11 viewers right now.
Dude, I got
hanging out. Thank you guys for sticking out. Hassan said, love the podcast, guys. We did get a little heated today in that big trade all time. We got a little sidetracked. We did start late, though, so it's probably about an hour and... How long was it? It was like just over an hour, maybe an hour and 5 minutes or so.
Probably. I think you got another
hour and 10 minutes.
You have 121 now.
321?
Yeah, 321.
Yep. Bob Esther said, loved it. Good deal. Thank you, Hassan. He also said, loved the podcast. Spoiled it at the beginning. Out of the 2 stream, Chris is in the lead. Sorry, Tim. Whatever. You know what? You can have spoiled. All right? I'm going to take that as a W. I'm going to take that as a W. Paul Rival says, going to check out Jairus' join out. Oh, look at you. You about to get another sub. Awesome. Madison, me and that boy doing nothing once again. You're watching the podcast. You're not doing nothing. Son Moore says, I hope we draft well. No kidding. No kidding. That's tough. All right. You want to go play some COD?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm about to eat right quick. Yeah, I didn't even eat. You see me eating these little nuts or whatever. It's healthy stuff. I got to figure out what I want to put up.
What?
Oh, we draft.
Somebody just...
What happened?
Somebody commented, I don't know if this is true. You can only give up a maximum of 3 number 1s. I don't think that's true. But Monte says, love the podcast. Really enjoyed it. Awesome. Thank you. Spoiled says, I'm really on no team. You should see me and Chris in Discord in the morning. It's okay, Spoiled. I was just giving you a hard time. You can pick whoever you want. I don't care. Son says, yeah, it was good. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know that seems odd. That seems odd.
That's interesting.
I'm watching. He's doing nothing at the moment. Fair enough. Hassan asks, what do you think about Eric Stokes? Not super excited about it. It's not unfortunately right now, it's kind of like having an ex-girlfriend and then you get a new girlfriend and then you compare the new girlfriend to the old girlfriend, right? Like it's kind of an unfair standard because like whatever, like you really loved her, something, she broke your heart, but at the same time you liked a lot of the same things that they did. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now with Kyle Smith and Eric Stokes. You know, Kyle Smith, he was awesome, fantastic. So now I'm comparing anybody that's new to him and they just don't live up to the hype, and it's sad. Spoiled, if you're going to see y'all next stream later, guys. See you, Spoiled. Awesome. Thank you.
Until next time, Spoiled.
Bob Esther says, how do you guys know each other? We go way back to about 3 months ago or 4 months ago or something like that. No, I started my channel. Chris was in my chat, and he would always go in the chat and argue with me, like 14 paragraphs in a row.
Yes, sir.
He's very opinionated. And then he's like, oh, once I get all my stuff, I'm gonna start my thing. And I was like, just get started. He goes, fine, screw it. So he turned on his phone and he started recording himself. And now he's freaking blazing up the charts. Like, I only got 60 new subs in the last 28 days. He's got 100. He's gonna pass me by in no time. But,
no way, no how.
So I'm gonna right now. He's kind of hopping on board with my subs right now, but don't worry, I'm gonna be freaking grabbing onto his coattails, trying to as he soars up like a superhero. I'm gonna try to grab his cape and ride with him to the top. So that's what we got there. Bob Esther says, I thought you all knew each other from school. Nope. We literally just met. Hassan's at 163. Or he's already at 163. Look, he got 3 new subscribers since we started this freaking video. Like, he's got over 100 viewers in the last 28 days. 100 new subs. It's ridiculous.
But Tim's the GOAT.
DRG says chicken intestines. Did you say chicken intestines?
What is that?
I have no clue. Yep, Spoiled was here. He was here before Chris, I think. Spoiled was before Chris. Spoiled's been great. He's hilarious. He needs to get started on his channel too. He keeps making excuses. You just gotta start recording. If you want to make a channel, you just gotta start recording, make some videos. Your videos are gonna suck. They're gonna be terrible. But it doesn't matter when you start. They're gonna be sucky and they're gonna be terrible. If you wait 3 years from now, your videos are gonna suck. It doesn't matter. Or if you did it today, it's gonna suck. So there you go. You just gotta get started. By the way, I was that Subramania person. Oh, I do remember Subramania.
Who was Subramania?
He was a guy in the. Well, it's Bob Esther now.
I remember that name.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was just on the chat. Or he was. I don't know why I keep acting like he was another chatter. No, he was Bob Esther. He was just a different name. I'm invisible now. I'm in space. Says Spoiled. Lante, man, I can't wait until y'all channels really grow. You gotta share it, man. You gotta share it around with your friends.
You gotta share it around town.
Yep. I will not be live streaming tomorrow night. My basketball gym finally reopened, and I can go play basketball for the first time in over a year. I wonder what my jump shot's gonna look like.
Gonna look pretty good. Pretty dominant.
Should be dominant. Hassan Moore says, I am proud that Stokes hit from rounds 1 to 3, but terrible 4 to 7. It's terrible. Well, I don't know about 1 to 3, but 1 to 2 is legit. He's really good 1 to 2. Here you go, Chris. So 1 to 2. These are his first and second round picks when he was the head scout over in Carolina. Brian Burns, Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore. There was one more, but I don't think he really panned out. But still, 3 out of 4 home runs, right? Second rounders, Curtis Samuel. Dante Jackson right now is their starting corner. James Bradbury. Taylor Moton is their left tackle. No, yeah, their left. Actually, I think he's a right tackle. And he's an 81.2 PFF. A second round pick. And so he had 2 second round picks 1 year. So anyway, he hit on some early draft picks really well. Outside of the first and second round, though, I literally went through and looked at the team to see who's a starter, who's even a backup, and I only found one guy worth mentioning after that in 4 drafts, and it's this Jermaine Carter, and he's still only a 66.5 on a PFF with the 5th round pick. Outside of that, I was not pleased at all with 3rd through 7th round picks for this dude. The only other pick that I liked, but he didn't pan out in Carolina, is a 7th round pick, Harrison Butker, who's been an awesome kicker for Kansas City. But that's it. That's the list. He has home runs in the first and second, and then he has freaking gutter balls in the later rounds.
We'll be about the...
Spo says, Tim, you doing windmill dunks? In my sleep. Come on, dude. Jeez Louise.
Boy, the 8th GOAT.
What kind of question's that? Are you serious? I got a 50-inch vertical. Yeah, right. My state back in phase 1. Louisiana went back to phase 1? Good grief. Good luck with that. Tim, what the layup package looking like? That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, when you look into him, the one thing that I can say positive about him is that he was apparently our pro scout this last offseason, and he did scoop up Logan, and he scooped up J.D. McKissick.
Chris who?
Which is nice.
Who was he saying?
Chris Odell, don't forget.
Chris
is Odell. You're Odell. Because you're the one-handed goat. You can just catch everything that comes
your way. Goat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, spoil. I'm Breeze. I got an arm.
Son, Tim about to jump on one of those things and dunk. Hassan says, Tim got the jump shot. Exactly. That's where my bread and butter is. Put me beyond the arc. Lante, you're lucky, Tim. My rec probably won't open up anytime soon. Yeah, I know. I just got a text literally today. I gotta go fill out like waivers and crap.
Everybody hit the like button today. That's pretty good.
Yeah, no, we got 12 likes. It's awesome.
It says 13 on mine.
Well, good. I see 12 over here, but who knows? YouTube always lying. Spoiled says, I'm Breeze. I got an arm. Ooh. Chris and Tim versus LeBron and Shaq.
We beat them.
Oh, and I mean, come on. With one hand just behind her back.
But Shaq just can't go in the paint.
Dude, I'm bigger than Shaq. It's fine. Some more. 13 on mine. 13. Oh, okay, good. The like button. I could probably go like it on my second channel. Boom. Like button. Mark Curtin, should Andrew Luck come back? So I thought about adding that to our episode list, but I heard it was just a rumor and it's not real. It's might even be a doctored image, but no, I don't think he's gonna come back. Spoiled. No, he been through enough.
I got a video on that though, Mark. So
yeah, it's Jairus Sports Takes has a video. Go check it out.
check that out, Mark. I got a video on that.
Some more. Oh wow, Rico made a vid for Justin Fields to Washington. Ah, he must have watched your vid.
Who was Rico?
Street Scores.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Sometimes I think some people watch my vids, but I just probably never know it.
It's funny. Street Scores is not subscribed to my channel, but he's subscribed to my other channel. I literally have one subscriber, and it's Street Scores. I think I posted one family video, and that's it. Like, literally, it was like our trip to Cedar Point where I got a bunch of pictures and stuff and put it in a video. That's the only video I have. And I have one subscriber, and it's Street Scores. Mark Kearns, that's where I got the question from. Oh, okay, fair enough. The video. So he already watched the video. I hope you hit that like button.
Okay, then.
Spoiled says the Pelicans are playing today. Tim, come on. Beal in Pelicans uniform makes sense. Go take Beal. I mean, we suck so bad. We can't play defense, dude. Who were we playing last night? They had 95 points with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. They had nearly 100 points with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. What? That's ridiculous. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do?
The GOAT.
Like, good grief. Just sell it all. Just get rid of the whole freaking team. Start over.
The GOAT.
I mean, we should be down in the freaking D League or something. The Wizards should just be moved down, and we'll bring up a new team, because this is just bad. You okay with Lonzo and 2 first? Fine. Sure. Washington about to win an NBA title.
I think
exactly. Paul Reimel says no defense. It's ridiculous. What's up, Chris?
So y'all need to start rebuilding.
Oh, 100%. Like, yeah, I wish we didn't make any. I wish we just traded John Wall away. We just didn't get it. We just got picks in return. Freaking Russell Westbrook can just go somewhere.
John Weezy.
Yeah, Bradley Beal could go. Everybody could go.
Lonzo is good. First off, spoil you. Let me get spoiled you. Lonzo balled out just recently. Shaq came out. Somebody came out and said, Kendrick Perkins came out and said, we need to start seeing Alonzo Ball. That was the number 2 pick. Lonzo Ball came out that same night and cooked. Don't mention Lonzo Ball name. I told you that boy's a problem. He's just with a team full of ball hogs, and everybody needs the ball. Lonzo Ball needs to go to a team, probably the Hornets, with his brother. And he'll be fine.
All the ball is going to go to Hornets?
Yes, sir. LaMelo, D'Angelo, and Lonzo.
Paul Reimel says, I'll take Beal and OKC. Just, I mean, at this point, I like Beal and everything. He's fine, but it's just we can't play defense. I mean, good
How
grief.
for a player to be efficient when you got other players that
Lonzo Ball is terrible. Chris probably the worst I've ever seen, says Madison.
Lonzo Ball is not terrible.
Dude,
Y'all just don't know
his
basketball.
shot is just atrocious.
He changed the shot now.
Thank God. He changed it?
Yes, he changed it. Lonzo Ball balled out. This
Good
is what
grief.
people need to.
It was
This
the
is what
worst
y'all
shot
need to
I've ever
understand
seen.
about basketball. A player, it takes rhythm. In order to catch a rhythm, you need shots. Lonzo Ball cannot get shots because he has to play point guard for Zion Williamson, who needs his shots, Brandon Ingram, who needs his shots, Josh Hart, who needs his shots, Jackson Hayes, who needs shots, Steven Adams, who needs shots. How do you expect the guy to catch a rhythm and be efficient? That makes no sense, bro. It doesn't. He
Mark
is a
Hurst
starting point guard, but it's okay.
Mark Hurst says you don't need defense nowadays, just big name players. Dude, if I don't care who you are, all right? If you're the freaking Nets or if you're the Lakers or the Clippers, if you give up 97 points with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, you ain't winning the game. Like, good grief, you got to do something.
He's not terrible, Madison Roach. I play basketball. I'll tell you when a player's terrible.
Dude, Madison Roach can play ball too. Don't get on her about playing ball. She
I'm not
scored
saying
45 last game.
That's
45.
fine. That's fine. I play basketball. I know when a player's trash. Lonzo's not trash. He's just in a bad situation.
Paul Ramos says that's 80% of the league now. No D and flops all day. Yeah, but we're some special kind of defense, man. We're freaking. We need to make sure we put our helmets on. I mean, good grief.
One game.
4 for 18 is not enough shots.
Name one game. You name literally one game.
Lonzo Ball is not that bad. I don't know. What is he averaging right now? What does he got on the year?
Let me see.
I'm pulling it up. Hold on. Oh, you know what? While I'm thinking about this real quick, I'm going to share the podcast with you.
Here we go. He is. I hate using this. So he's averaging 12, 3, and 4. 40% from the field, 32% from 3. $23, 7, and 2. Really? 23, 5, and 4. Really?
He's averaging 23, 5, and 4?
No. He's averaging 12, 3, and 2.
Yikes.
No, I think I'm wrong. Hold on. 12, 3, and 4.
Madison says she's better than Lonzo.
Telling you.
One-on-one, she's smoking him.
He's not trash.
Spoiled says, that's not good, G. Shooting like Westbrook.
You're a fan of the team, so I'll let you talk trash just because you're a fan. You're not looking from it as a basketball fan. So, of course, as a fan, you would say that. So, I get that.
I know, because you were getting on Chase Young. Remember when Chase Young was a bust and terrible and garbage?
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you're a fan, so I get it. I never called him over.
Huh?
I said he was just Davion Clowney. And that's still, that's what I said.
You said he was a bust. It's terrible, garbage, the worst.
No, never went that far.
Dude, you went pretty ham. I bet if we go back and look at some VODs, you were a ham scam on some Chase Young.
You made me mad, man.
He made me mad. Alright, add file. Videos. This open. Okay. It's gonna take a while until it uploads, but Both teams scoring 125 points in a game is common. Look, 97 points with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Bro, what's the expected point total after that?
Lonzo won't
You know
be
what? I gotta
99
cancel
overall.
this. Never mind. While I'm streaming, this is gonna be too much for my computer.
He's not a 99 overall kind of player.
Lonzo will never be 99 overall. 99 or bust. Lonzo's not a starter. He putting up bench numbers. Ooh.
Oh,
he ain't putting up freaking point guard numbers. I'll tell you that right now. How many assists you said he had? 3?
4.
What, 3.7?
No, 4. Like
3.8?
4.8. 4.8.
Okay. So 5, basically?
Yeah.
Lonzo
just need to leave New Orleans. Y'all don't deserve him.
Hashtag agree. Go back to the Lakers. They need or go back to the Clippers. Go back to LA. They need a point guard.
Facts.
Paul Ramos says he hated everyone in the playoffs. Oh yeah. Talking about Chris. I bet if we go back and look at the VODs, my man Chris was going ham. You could tell a player it when he has.
Lonzo had a breakout game like a game ago. What are you talking about?
Never seen his breakout game yet.
He had multiple breakout games before. What are you talking about? Well, you don't even watch your own team. That's what I be talking about. I watch y'all players more than you watch your own.
Wow, he went 7 from 13 for 3 against the Bucks. 27 points, 8 assists.
Exactly. He went off. That was after Kendrick Perkins ran his mouth. Like, stop playing with Lonzo.
I mean, that's one good game though. The rest of the game sucks.
Nah. Lonzo just showed you, like, stop playing with me. It's just a team I'm on.
He's averaging freaking 12, 4, and 5. 12 and a half, 4, and 5.
Boy, you start watching your team, bro.
Let's take a look at his game logs real quick. That's his only 20-point game of the season. He hasn't had double-digit assists yet all year either.
That's because they don't play him at point the whole game. But boy, you don't like to tell you that.
Minutes per game.
They put Brandon Ingram at point guard. But boy, you don't like to tell you that. Zion Williamson also plays at the point at times. But boy, you don't tell you that. He just say, it's Lonzo's fault. It's easy to say it's somebody's fault when you're not watching the actual games and what's going on and how Jeff Van Gundy is using the guy. How the heck you gonna have the ball in 3 different guards' hands instead of the one that you call your point guard? This makes sense for you.
Mark Curtin's defense don't exist in the present day NBA. Adjust your game plan. Instead of focusing on defense, try to outscore teams. Bruh, we score. I bet if we go look at the rankings, freaking Wizards are probably like top 5 scoring.
Wizards are the GOATs. I'm hungry.
Yeah, points per game. Washington, 3rd.
The GOATs.
117 points per game.
Giannis can't guard crap.
Dude, who are you telling? What's the points against? Opponent? I bet we're freaking number 1 in points per against.
Oh, you guys are
We're averaging 122 points a game, giving it up.
Y'all up 1 against the Heat right now.
Ooh.
Let me look at the game stats. I don't think Westbrook's playing actually. Let me see. No, Westbrook's not playing. Bill got 27 right now. Davis Bertans got 6 right now. Robert Lopez got 9. Jimmy Butler's playing tonight too. Y'all looking pretty good, Tim. Looking pretty good.
Where the Goats? At 4-13, we suck.
Y'all can't get no worse than we are. I hate the Pistons.
Bowl is better than Lonzo at point.
Okay.
Just kidding. She said boy. I don't know who boy is.
Bowl.
I think that's what I think she meant bowl, but it said boy.
Yeah,
Lonzo runs the point most of the game. Lonzo at over 20 minutes a game.
Lonzo doesn't run the point most of the game. They exchange, spoil you. I watch y'all more than you watch y'all.
He said the Pistons need Jesus. Marker says that proves my point. No, it doesn't. We're freaking scoring like crazy. We're third and we're 4-13. We got to play defense. The Lakers are the best team in the league. They freaking have the best defense too, as far as points per game.
We're 5-16. Y'all actually worse than us. Y'all suck.
We suck. We're so bad.
Dang, we're just up. We're just above y'all. We suck.
OKC has a chance to have 3 firsts, with 2 being Lotto. Jeez Louise. I meant Bowl. My autocorrect not working correctly. I got you. Then I was right.
Bobo's a beast.
Good old Bowl. I do like some Bowl. Why don't they ever play Bowl, man? He always gets like 15 minutes a game, if that.
I don't know. I really don't know. But Bobo has the potential to be a perennial all-star. Derrick Rose made me like the Pistons DRG. That's the only reason why.
He plays for the Nuggets, right?
Oh, Bobo, yeah. And once Derrick Rose
Nuggets, Lakers.
I'm leaving the Pistons pronto because they suck. And so does Dwayne Tracy.
I would like to watch this game, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to because I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow. No streaming tomorrow. Just remember a reminder. What made you like the Pistons, Chris? He's a D Rose fan, but I'll let you tell. Go ahead, you can talk.
Rose is not ruined. They didn't ruin him.
Anyway, he's a D Rose fan, so he's really just a D Rose fan, not really a Pistons fan. He's more of a Chicago fan, but follow D Rose. But what made you a Chicago fan?
Him.
Oh, okay.
Him. Like, that's when I first really started watching basketball.
Also, Tom Thibodeau did ruin the Bulls.
He didn't, but okay.
He freaking played him like 45 minutes a game, every game, all game.
I would never agree with that.
Agree with what?
That he ruined the Bulls. I'll never agree with that. Now, I do agree with he played them too many minutes.
That's what we're talking about.
But say he played too many minutes. He didn't ruin them.
Yeah, but he ruined them by everybody's freaking injured all the time. I'm pretty sure Boozer was injured back in the day. No, Joakim Noah. Who else was on that team back in the day? I don't even remember now.
There's a lot of players.
Didn't you have what was his name? Diao?
You mean
Luau Deng? Luau Deng.
Yeah.
Luau Deng. Remember Kirk Heinrich on that team?
Yes, sir.
I went to a Bulls game when I was went to school out there. It was a Wizards Bulls playoff game. Wizards won. The Goats.
I went to a Wizards game to go see D Rose. He cooked y'all too. That was my first Wizards game. I never been to
that playoff series, so you guys suck.
He wasn't on the team at that time.
Was he not?
No.
I don't remember him.
Just think about Joakim Noah. Joakim Noah was a.
Just think about Joakim Noah was Defensive Player of the Year.
Joakim Noah back then actually finished third in MVP voting in a season. Don't come for Joakim Noah, bro. Don't do it.
Joakim Noah went to Florida, had back-to-back championships.
Of course, we're gonna make moves at free agency. Of course.
What's up, Luzza? Unfortunately, that win versus the Nets will probably keep Brooks employed here for 3 more months.
Doesn't matter about your jump shot. That's not what he's there for. He's there for defense rebounding. That's what he's there for. And for
Yeah, that's kind of like complaining that Shaq wasn't good because you looked at his jump shot.
yeah.
I mean,
He's there for defensive rebound, and he was one of our point. He was a point center. He was one
but
of the.
don't get me wrong though. Nene gave him the business that game.
Okay, everybody got one day.
The business. And that overtime, he scored 8 straight points right at the Defensive Player of the Year. Oh, that was a great game. Great game. They were giving Rose LeBron minutes. They were giving Rose like 45, 46 minutes a game.
We had to.
DRG, it's just funny looking. Oh yeah, the Joakim Noah, yes, he does shoot funny.
Corey Davis, Hunter Henry, Desmond King, and re-signed Brandon Sheriff. That's my free agency, spoil you.
Was he talking about the skin? I don't know. I thought we were talking basketball.
Said, Chris, are y'all making moves at free agency?
Rookie Derrick Rose was different. Did you watch him at all at Memphis?
Once I was a fan of him, yeah.
So you went back and looked at the highlights?
Sure.
I picked them to win that year because I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I just saw the record was 31-2. I'm like, oh my god, they have the best record. Oh, they're gonna be, and they put him as a number 2 seed. They cheated him. They had the best record, but they were a number 2 seed. So, I'm picking them to win the whole thing. Then they were out in like the Sweet 16 or something. When that happened, I was probably like, what, 12 years old, 13 years old?
Emeka Okafor. He was trash. Yeah, he had a career.
Anyone?
That's fine.
I don't remember him. Chris, that's not a good thing. Rose had to carry a machine to backpack them both.
The players wasn't who they were once they emerged, and that was the problem. Once they emerged, it was over. We were the favorites the next year, and then he tore his ACL. But we definitely would have won the championship that next season. So all our players got
you
way better.
ran into a brick wall named LeBron James.
We would have beat them. We had a better team than they had, and we was the favorites after.
Oh no! Wait. At that point, you would have freaking ran into the Celtics.
No, we would have ran into LeBron.
Wasn't he like in like the late 2010s, Derrick Rose?
He tore his ACL in 2012.
2012. Okay, so yeah, that would have been Heat. Oh yeah, you guys would have ran into the Heat then.
We would have beat them. Everybody says that, spoil you. Everybody says the same thing you just said. All the analysts.
If Derrick didn't get hurt, he would have it 3 rings at least. Nah.
In New England will start Derek Carr this season. Hey, that's a trade. Go get Derek Carr, New England. That's a good trade.
Just so he doesn't come here, right?
He's not coming here. I was right about Staff. I'm going to be right about this.
That's fine. That's fine.
Fields or Dak or bust. Or Newman. Or Heineke. So, I don't know, was everybody so up in arms about Cal Allen? I don't know why everybody's so up in arms about him.
What do you mean?
Like, bring him back. Like, for what?
He wasn't good. He wasn't.
He wasn't. Good. And he coming off a broken foot. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Did he even win a game?
No. Did he?
You know what? He may have beat the Cowboys, right?
No.
The first time?
I think that was Alex Smith. That was Alex Smith. Yeah, that was Alex Smith. Bradley Beal.
No, it was Kyle Allen.
Bradley Beal.
The first one was Kyle Allen.
Well, y'all will have to give up one of y'all top players just to get him. Never mind. Let me
100%
rephrase
loves
that.
it. We have to. I mean, I don't know why we're winning this game, but I guess we do have to win it. Las Vegas will start Marcus Mariota. That's another thing, right? Like if they just want to trade Derek Carr, they could just keep Mariota.
Kevin Harvick.
Never
You'll
mind.
be
Let me
wrong.
rephrase that. Field is an awesome college quarterback, but will be trash in the NFL. I don't think so.
You'll be wrong again, Kevin Harvick, like you usually
Do
are.
I want Trey Lance or do I want freaking Justin Fields?
I'm taking Justin Fields. He's faster and he's more accurate. And he's bigger, I think. Let me double check that. He's 226. Trey Lance is 226. Justin Fields. Justin Fields is 228, so he's bigger.
Well, they're the same size. What? 2 pounds is nothing.
Still bigger.
He is faster though. Would you
I wanna
trade
see
later
height.
picks for Mariota if you were WFT? No.
Drugs. Trey Lance is actually an inch taller.
Trey Lance is an inch taller.
Yeah.
How's my videos doing anyway?
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. You probably got like 30 subs. 21. Justin Fields, the GOAT himself. Start Ryan Fitzpatrick this season. Ohio State QB suck, and him even you said you don't want to draft another. I never said that. I never said that was Tim that said Ohio State. First off, Ohio State quarterbacks.
What about it?
You said you don't want to draft any Ohio State quarterbacks.
Like way back, like what? Back in freaking week 8 or something like that when we first were talking about him.
I don't know. That's what Kevin Harvick said. But Kevin Harvick, first off, stop blaming the quarterback and blame the scouts behind it. Those are the idiots that pitch these guys to us and say they're this, they're that, they're going to be this, instead of sitting there doing their due diligence and actually scouting these guys. I never scouted until this year, and I know who's trash. Now, I could have told you a long time ago, had I scouted all those quarterbacks, I could have told you they were trash. But after looking at Justin Fields, he's not trash. The man had hurt ribs and threw 6 touchdowns. Are you out of your mind? No, he's going to be perfect on the next level. I want to hear Chris' idea for Pelicans trade for Bill. 2 first and Lonzo. First off, spoil you. NBA does not work like NFL. You will have to match contract with contract, meaning your highest paid player is Brandon Ingram. So it will be Brandon Ingram and probably a first rounder and probably an extra player for Bradley Beal. That's what it would take because you have to make the contracts match in the NBA. To be honest, Ohio State QBs don't last long in the league. Well, Justin Fields will, so there you go. San Francisco will start Ryan Fitzpatrick this season. That's Tim's guy, Fitzmagic. A.K.A. Fitztragic.
Gotta love me some Fitzpatrick, man. He made Tua look silly. What's Beal's contract? $1 billion or something? I don't know.
5 years, $127 million. 5 years, $127 million.
So you'd have to trade more than just Lonzo.
Like I said, yeah, you had to trade Brandon Ingram.
No, they would want to keep Brandon Ingram. They'd probably just trade some lower level guys or something.
You can't. You basically have to trade your whole freaking team just to make the contracts work. You got to trade like 5 or 6 players. You have to do like an Anthony Davis and Lakers and Pelicans type deal. But they traded Josh Hart, Brandon Ingram, and the other 2 guys, Lonzo and all that. You have to do a deal like that.
But wouldn't they want to keep Ingram?
You couldn't. You would have to give Ingram up. You would want to keep Ingram, but you have to give him up.
Who's like the big 3 you're trying to build then? Beal, Zion, and who?
He want to build. He want to build Bill, Zion, and Ingram. That's what he wants to do.
Well, then you could. There's somebody. I'm sure there's somebody else on that team that you could trade a contract with. Then.
No sir. No sir.
All right, I'm looking at.
Bradley Beal wants to leave, bro. He's gonna say the right thing. That's a politically correct answer. So that's why I always tell y'all: stop believing what people tell y'all and look at the actions behind it. Who was Adams? Steven Adams? Might be right on that one. I can see that one happening. Steven Adams.
Looking it over the cap now. Okay, so yeah, Adams is 27 mil. Brandon Ingram 27. They could get rid of Eric Bledsoe.
You can trade. They're not going to do that because they got Russell Westbrook there. So you can do Steven Adams and another player. I don't know who that player would be. Probably Josh Hart. I would ask for Steven Adams, Josh Hart, and Jackson Hayes. That's what I'll ask for. Steven Adams, Josh Hart, and Jackson Hayes, and then we get a deal done in the first. Then why Bill signed the extension?
Beal's 28.
Bill signed the extension, last year? There were reports going around last year that he wanted out and that he wanted to be traded. Well, apparently they're not building no team around him because the team they got is trash outside of Davis Bertans and Westbrook and Ish Smith. Everybody else they got suck. Rui suck. Who else? Like Thomas Bryant is trash. Thomas Bryant is trash. He suck. Oh man. But I doubt Bradley Beal would even pick y'all because he wants to win a championship. He doesn't want to build a culture and build together. You're not winning no argument with me. I said both teams want to trade. I still believe that. Westbrook could have changed their franchise future. He's just selfish. Trade Bradley Beal to the Nuggets for no. Kevin Harvick, you come up with the stupidest deals. Bradley Beal couldn't shine Nikola Jokic's shoes. They would never do that. The Nuggets would never do that. Like, ever. That's not a pretty even trade. It's not even at all. We're young and his leadership can help improve Zion. He doesn't want to help Zion. He wants to win a championship. What would he want to go help Zion for? Like, come on. The Jets will start Sam Darnold this season. Yeah, I believe that too. We're young. Yeah, it is. I can't even see Kevin Harvick. He deleted it. I say Pelicans because we have the cap and the cap city capacity to trade. Yeah, y'all got a capacity to trade, but he can block that trade.
All right, I'm curious about this press conference.
I'm not caring about the Nuggets. I'm caring about us.
No, press conference. Let's check this out.
lasted almost 3 full weeks, but we got through it. Both Mr. Snyder and I both feel very, very comfortable with the decisions that we made going forward. These men have both been with this organization in the past, and this is a homecoming of sorts for both of them. They understand the rich history and tradition of this great franchise and are eager to get to work.
But if you're the Wizards, you don't do that. He said Chris Middleton. I say trade Lonzo Ball away for some draft picks. Yeah, because you guys don't appreciate him. What am I supposed to care what the Nuggets get in return? Well, you're just not being realistic. That's the thing. So you have to care if you want a good player. The Pelicans are more well built than the Pistons and Wizards and Bucks. Have no cap space at all. Spoil you. That don't hurt me. The Pistons suck. Wizards suck. The Bucks right now are trash as well. Bradley Beal don't want to come to none of us. He wants to go out west with a powerhouse. Yeah, I see why. He's 27 years old. And exactly. He probably only got like a good 5-6 years left.
To get us back to
I'm gonna
playing
check out
championship
this
football here
thing.
in the DMV. I also would like to take this moment also to announce
With
that
the interview?
we've officially promoted Eric Stokes to the role of Senior Director of Player Personnel. Eric was a great addition to our organization last year, and myself, Martin, and Marty all believe that he will be an instrumental part of what we're building here in our personnel department. So with that, we'd like to open this up for questions.
Michael Phillips, Richmond Times-Dispatch. I guess let's jump straight into the football talk. Martin and Marty, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the quarterback position. Obviously, a very important one for this franchise to get straight this offseason. That's a terrible deal
for
well, obviously, one of the key positions on the football field, and something that we've been giving a lot of thought to, and working through that process now. Very impressed with what Alex Smith did last year, and being 5-1 and all that. We're certainly plan to look at that position very, very thoroughly and talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Martin. We were here basically 2 days, and then we went down and spent the whole week at the Senior Bowl. So we're still getting our feet on the ground, but obviously we're evaluating, all areas. But extremely impressed with
Pascal Siakam's their best player.
Alex Smith.
Why would they? That'd be stupid if they are.
He came in a playoff game, and we just got to go through the process. We have a lot of work to do, and we're just
So they're just being like cordial about all right. So they're really not saying anything about the quarterback spot. It's what's going on here? Actually, hold on. Can you guys see the podcast? Okay.
I could. I'm looking at it right now.
It's good. Okay, good. Anyway, I don't know why my thing's all weird and jacked up, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, so. They didn't really say anything about the quarterback position. They were asked about the quarterback. They're just like, we're evaluating, basically. They're like, all right, I'm impressed with Alex Smith. Who wasn't impressed with Alex Smith? Coming in off that injury just to play is impressive. You know what I mean? And go 5-1 on top of that. I feel like that's just like a meh statement. And then, and who wasn't impressed with Taylor Heineke? Freaking hadn't played since 2018. And coming in and balling like that, I mean, that's easy money. But all right, let's see what the next question is.
Comfortable with, the entire roster.
Do you want to pull it up as well, or no?
I mean, I heard it. Well, I heard part of it. I heard what I wanted to hear from Ron, pretty much.
I gotcha.
Rhiannon Walker.
Oh my God! Somebody in the comments says #Trubisky train. Garrett Lean says, time to get Trubisky. People want Trubisky?
I think they're joking.
Oh, my God.
Well, going back to Jerry's bars.
Don't do this to me.
Hi, Marty. Hi, Martin. Welcome to Washington.
Mark Hurts says Dallas will start Mitchell Trubisky.
Following up on Michael's question.
You heard Sean Payton was Jameis back, Chris. Yes, I've heard that. I heard that. Bradley Beal to 76ers for Ben Simmons. Terrible deal. Ben Simmons, I'm good. Dallas will start Mitchell Trubisky this season. 2 Westbrooks on the team, honestly. First off, Ben Simmons is a beast offensively. He just can't shoot. He's great at rebounding. He's great at passing. He's great at defending. Yeah, they was tripping in them comments. Yeah, they was. Lonte, you might see Lonte in the comments. He was in there. I was in there too. No chance they want Russell Westbrook. No chance. All right, guys, I'm about to eat.
I think I'm actually going to get off here soon, too.
Because I am hungry and I need to rest. I just came from the gym and I didn't even ice my knees yet, so I need to ice my knees, too. We hate Kimba. That's Tim's favorite player.
Who?
They said they hate Kimba.
Oh, you hate Kimba?
That's what they said.
I love Kimba. Why do you hate Kimba? Dude's a baller.
Yes, Pelicans are in the conversation with Bill, and I'll take that. Y'all in the conversation, but that's all y'all in the conversation. Yeah, it's time to call it.
Sounds good. Thank you guys for sticking around, hanging out with us, chatting it up. I probably will not be streaming at all tomorrow. Most likely. I don't know if maybe play a little bit of COD, who knows, but that would be early, not late. Nonetheless, I will be back on Friday. Still should post a couple of videos tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do them on yet, but I'm sure we'll find something to post a video on or two. But thanks for hanging out with me, Chris, as usual. And until next time. See ya!
I am beat.